Hi y'all, welcome back to By Devin. Today I am making a mani for an Instagram challenge. The theme is music. I'm also playing a little bit of D&D while making this mani, so if you see some dice, that's what's going on there. So I started with this whipped cream glow. It is a white color with a little bit of a shimmer in it from KMG. And it is gonna glow, and I'm planning to do some kind of rock and roll stamping on it at the end. So giving myself a nice neutral color to stamp on so the stamps show up really nicely. If you stamp on too dark of a color, sometimes the details don't show up well. So I am trying these Joyful Nail color blocking stickers again, and this set were really sticky, so they I definitely highly recommend. If you saw the other video, those ones not quite as sticky, but these ones did really well. Only problem here is I decided to use these longer tips. I thought that was more of a rock and roll feel, and they were a little short, but because I already had the guide, it was easy to use my tape to kind of make the design go the whole way. So along with whipped cream glow, I used a rainbow in the dark. It is a black base and then has these little flaky foils in it of just all of these other colors, just like it sounds, a rainbow in the dark. It was so pretty. It was very easy to use, but I would suggest using a stiff brush after it's fully dried to get off any of the parts that didn't stick, and you're gonna have a little bit more of that kind of like a fine glitter. That way you don't get too much of it on your base brush. You can see here I did pull a lint-free wipe to kind of wipe my brush on before putting back into my dip liquids. I just don't want to get too much of that inside. So I did dip both sides independent of themselves to kind of give me more control over getting that color blocking. You can see it's kind of like a little lightning bolt. It gave me rock and roll vibes. So I'm going to fill the gutter that I've created with my blocking stickers with this gorgeous pink color that also glows from KMG. So this is 3 beautiful KMG colors. This pink is Seductive. It comes from the Captivating collection, and it's gorgeous. It is such a bright pink. The color saturation is amazing. I only had to really do 1 or 2 layers to get full color. You can do more, of course. On tips, it's not quite as important because I don't have to build an apex. I did do a pour over here to try to keep the pink out of that black. So I want to keep my lines super defined on this color blocking. Went in for a second layer, especially with pour over, so you don't feel like you get quite as much of the dip there. So pretty. Now I'm going to go back to that whipped cream glow. This tip had a little nub on the end, so I filed that down. I'm going to do a second layer of the whipped cream glow, just going to press it straight into my cupcake liner. These tips are so long, y'all. Wearing them is definitely going to be a challenge to get anything done, but I love the longer ones with that rock and roll feel. I think it really goes with the whole thing. So we did decide to do a 3rd layer just because I felt like I'd missed some spots with my base coat. I was trying so hard to keep those lines defined that I hadn't gotten quite enough into those right angles. So that is why I did a 3rd layer. I didn't really need to for color, really just more for design. I'm going to do this chevron on the tip. And using those color blocking stickers again, you can see this one was really great stick here too. So maybe it was just that one pack that I used in a previous video that wasn't as sticky, because these ones seem to do really well. And I'm going to do the tip of this one when I take that sticker off with the rainbow in the dark. And I'm going to do both the pinky and the middle finger fully with rainbow in the dark. Alright y'all, I'm going to let you watch these next few steps and I'll meet you on the next one. So I'm on to those last steps. Going to use KMG Clear as Day as a top layer when I'm doing a light buff. I don't want to mess up the flakies inside Rainbow in the Dark or any of my color blocking. I also want to make sure that they aren't cloudy at all because that'll definitely ruin the effect. So I know I'm not going to get any of that when I use my beautiful Clear as Day. You won't even be able to tell it's there at the end, and I absolutely love knowing that I've got a great clear. One of the tricks though is you have to use the harder bristled brush. I use one of those nail brushes. I know a lot of people use a toothbrush. We get them all the time here. We always have more than we need, especially if you're using an electric toothbrush. You might have the ones from the dentist. So that also would work really well to make sure you've got off any of that clear before you activate. It's just going to brush off any of it that's not actually stuck to your dip base. Ooh, I'm so excited. These are giving me all of the rock and roll feels with that bright pink and the black. I wish you could see it a little bit better in this video, but Rainbow in the Dark has these beautiful, I mean, it's a rainbows of foils kind of mixed in, just like little shards of it, but there are a few that are like the perfect match to the Seductive pink. So I love that they just match so well. My KMG ambassador team helped me pick out these colors. Music is not always my strong point in terms of coming up with a good color palette for that theme, but I really wanted to participate in this challenge for the end of May. And I remember it was a music one, so I asked them, what would you do for music? And they were like, ooh, Rainbow in the Dark, pair it with a bright pink. So I pulled out the Seductive here, and I think it was a great call by them. So thank you so much to my ambassador ladies at KMG. Love you all. Thank you for helping me on this one. Going in to do my top coat, I do 2 layers, but I don't wait for the first layer to dry before going in. And now I'm going to do that stamping. So I have a maniology plate here, and it has this little lightning bolt, and inside the lightning bolt it says rock and roll. So it's just a really cute stamp. I'm going to put it right in the middle of my whipped cream glow, so that's why I kept that one white. I've got my see-through stamper here, and I'm going to use the Maniology sticky base coat so it has something to stick to. I did think about putting that little headphones on to the black, but decided it was a little too much at the end, which is, I think this one is just perfect. Oh, so there is our finished set. I think they look great. Loving these colors. You can catch some of those little rainbow flakies in Rainbow in the Dark. Thank you so much for stopping by. This has been By Devin. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.